activity 3, probably our most in-depth activity of the lesson, you're going to have to go to Schoology and find the file matching tables and graphs. And you're going to match all of these tables 1 through 10 with a lettered graph, A through J. Alright, so you'll go to your Schoology page. This is third period's matching tables and graphs. When you open it, it's going to look like this. So it's got like 4 different pages of tables and graphs that you're going to use to match. Alright, so you're going to have to get that open in order to do this set of activities. Alright, so what I would recommend doing is, getting out some scrap paper or something and maybe jotting down some of these that are that are given to you. You might even want to use the sheet that you have for your handout and kind of over here to the side write down for number 1, things that you notice about it, or make a little table for it, whatever you got to do to match these up. Alright, but let's look at the actual graph and stuff, and I'll get you kind of started, but I'm definitely not going to have enough time to work every one of these out for you. You're going to have to do a little bit of the work on your own. So let me do one that's on this page here. So I'm looking at G, and I notice that I have some ordered pairs on G that are, when X is 50, this is pretty much right here on that point. So this looks like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So I'm looking like 120, like when X is 50-ish, maybe a little more than 50. I've got a 120 ordered pair, roughly. I've also got another ordered pair, it looks like right at 10. I've got 50, pretty close to, not exactly, but at 10 it's about 50. And I've got another one when X is 0. This looks to be about 10, 20, 30. So 0 and 30-ish. So I'm looking for some ordered pairs that kind of fit that mode. So I would start looking for the 30 one. And so when I go back to my tables, I'm looking, okay, are there any that have a 0, 30 on it? It doesn't look like, this one right here kind of does, 0, 32. There's also a 10 and 50. So I'm a little curious on if that one's close to what I'm talking about. There's also a 50 and 122, which is kind of close to what I had on that one, 50 and 120. And actually, now that I look at it, they've got it a little above the 122. So I'm feeling really strongly that this one matches that science one, which is the science lab. So I feel like this one matches that graph that I was looking at. I believe it went with G. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to look at some of the ordered pairs that you find on the graph, and then you're going to go back to the table and see if you can find some that match. And then let's do another one. Let's do another one. So let's look at this one right here, D. It looks like at here's a good one. Here's a good ordered pair to kind of look at. When X is 6, the Y value is 2. So I'm seeing a 6 and a 2. Okay, and then I'm seeing, it looks like at the 1 I've got like a 3, 1. Right? So this looks like it's a straight line that goes through the origin, like we talked about. So it looks like it's going to have proportionality if I can multiply the Y by 3 and get the X. So that's what I'm going to go back to my tables and look for, is something that has that type of, multiply by 3 to get to the left side type of situation. It's not happening here. It's not happening here. It's not happening on any of those graphs on that one. But if I keep looking, it looks like this one right here might have that actually taking place, because 1 times 3 is 3, 2 times 3 is 6, a third times 3 is 1. There we go. So we're noticing that that graph goes with D. So I've done 2 of them for you, and I've still got a few more seconds. I'll maybe look at one more here. This one doesn't look like it's proportional, but I've got 1, 8, 2, 10, 3, 12, 1, 8, 2, 10, 3, 12. So 1, 8, 2, 10, 1, 8, 2, 10, 3,